Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. Of the Vampyr. Sorry, my brain was like, what am I trying to say? Anyways, welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. Where we last left off was we basically talked to some bar folks, the folks at the bar who owns the bar and inn. Got a good lead, a solid lead about somebody who was involved with the killing of whatever, and the guy was apparently like a vampire-ish person, but they didn't realize it. They just thought he was sick. So we followed his trail of blood. Apparently he ran through a group of vampire hunters, and so we're going to deal with these vampire hunters as we are going, but obviously they're respawning the enemies, which is kind of weird to me, honestly. That's the weird part for me, honestly.
Over there!
Okay. That's my one gripe a little bit, is that these enemies respawn, which makes no sense to me personally. That I can just go and, like, take down if I feel like it. But there's no point in fighting them anyways, I think, because they don't really do much, I think. I don't think so. I don't feel like it does anything besides making it a challenge, I guess.
I need a drink. I'm so thirsty. William. As one, we shall overcome this.
Okay,
We've done it before. No. I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop.
alright, give me a second. I can't remember what my controls are again. I'm like, there was a blood vision thing. I just can't remember. Okay, this is not it. This is it. What was the thing that gives us vision? I'm sorry, I have to remember the visions and the controls and stuff. 5 is the thing, so it's ability. I think that me playing this game and me playing vision sense, toggle sense of use. Let me see. Alright, there we go. Oh, there it is. Unknown. Alright.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
Interesting. I'm wondering what they're really trying to do here.
Well, please, let go of me.
Ooh, unused or used scythe. Two-handed weapons. Equip a two-handed weapons and press right-click to use its special abilities. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. Ooh, I'm probably not going to use it. I want to try to be a little bit more lean about my abilities, I guess. Or fighting.
It's locked, all right.
Alright, this might be our first time dealing with a vampire, because we've never fought a vampire before. So this is the case of where we're going. We're finding William, who's the guy who we heard is the guy who's like the one who might have murdered the person because he's becoming a vampire.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
I'll not betray your trust. It's this first, you see. I need a drink. I'm so thirsty. With me, William. As one, we shall overcome this.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh, we're fighting William. It looks like a zombie rather than a vampire. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh. I forgot about the fact that we have salmon though. Ooh, okay. Oh, jeez, okay. Alright, sucking blood again. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait, is that a priest? I'm guessing he was trying to, like, stop William from being, like, really...
William, please, stop.
William's dead now, sadly enough. I'm sorry, I'm shattering everything that I can find. So I can get, like, whatever. Wait, is this a thing? It is. Money. I didn't see that. trying to figure out what I can grab here before I continue onwards, because I want to make sure I grab all the loot that I want. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
It's not too late. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I
Oh no.
must return to
William.
my flock. They'll stray without me.
Oh, who's this?
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by...
It's the lady who talked to the
You
priest earlier.
truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar.
Yeah.
Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By saving our ass, yeah. I'm wondering if it's the music in the background or something, but it's like weirdly sounded. It's like it's like somebody's like hitting the
By
fan.
George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
What the hell, priest?
Patience,
or
good
doctor?
fellows, I've come to offer help.
Professor?
Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
Oh, he's actually gonna help me this time?
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
Nah, I'm good.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Honestly, I feel like that unknown lady was like, she did already do as much as she could to help. Of course, she has some suspicions of us, but not too much at least. Alright, yeah, let's check out William.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Okay, we got the blood sample. Let me double check that in the info sheet, I guess. There is an info sheet here somewhere. Important item. Where are you? Key item. There you are. A fresh sample of William Bishop's blood in a small tube. Wonder where did frickin' Jonathan? Is that our character's name again? Forgetting this guy's name because his name is so simplistic in my head. I'm wondering where he got the tube from, because that is kind of random as heck to have a tube ready to utilize right off the bat. Alright, can I jump? No, I can't jump. I forget I can't jump in this game at all whatsoever. Alright, I think we got the tube. I think that's all they want us to do, technically, so let's move forward. It's like a very small space, so... Achievement. At dawn reroll. Achievement unlocked. I do look forward to actually getting into the more simulated, like, RPG elements of the game. I'm still not sure how long it will take for us to get out of this sort of, like, action bit pieces where we can actually feel like we're doing a bit more role-playing in the game. But I do like the elements of
Where are we headed?
upgrading and stuff.
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you were a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back.
She can hear us.
I will tell you, she values her privacy.
I'm pretty sure she heard it. She can hear
London
us.
as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
Oh,
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
I don't get it. We don't know Jonathan's...
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Why are we
Well,
stopping?
Then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you say?
I don't think we should have a choice.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I don't know about that. I'm still worried by the fact that he thinks that we're, like, completely able to not betray him to some degree. But I don't know. I'm not sure how much freedom we have in this game to allow ourselves to, like, change things. Because judging from the relationship thing in one of the menus, it feels like you could change and shift things to be on your favor, where everybody in the town becomes like a vampire or whatever, or my vampiric slave or something. But
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients.
Ooh.
Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
damn.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
I wonder what William do to
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink.
Oh,
If you have any questions, just ask her.
okay.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds.
Okay.
Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
So where are we headed now? Are we just gonna wander the streets until we find shelter, I guess? Take me to a hospital. Analyze William Bishop's blood in the hospital. Okay. So we need to go to the hospital anyways, or enter into it. I'm trying to figure out where things are at. So it seems like... What? Play? Who the hell's that? But also, why the hell you block the pathway to the hospital if, you know, if the point is to go to the hospital, you know?
Nah, it's my turn.
What's going on, guys? smell blood, I'm guessing.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
What? Oh god, this guy literally, like...
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
At least be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
I just love how he's bleeding out.
That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Interesting. Blood quality. Blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. I know that. So he has 500. Mesmerize. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal to or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press Q to mesmerize Clay. Let me see his detail again. 500 XP, he's healthy. Okay, let's try it. I have no clue. I'm wondering why Clay acts
Bring
like
this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
So right here, right? There we go. Embrace, release. So left click to embrace, Clay Cox on or spacebar to release him. So embrace can be F or left clicked, I guess. Embracing Clay will provide the necessary XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learn more about the citizens and collect their hints will increase the experience points. Okay. Okay, I guess. Wait, what? Oh. Just take a bite.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you.
Huh?
I'll kill you.
This district will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Well, I feel like that's kind of a shame if they do actually put some kind of consequences to me. Let me double check. So yeah, we did kill Clay, which it was embraced. 30, low life with no consideration for other human beings. So I think that he might be fine, but his wife, Edwina, he was the leader of the Wet Boot Boys, one of the toughest gangs of the East. Oh, interesting. So we took out the leader of the gang, sort of, because he said he's the leader of the Wet Boots Boys. But he also has a wife, which is kind of sad. It's interesting, too, because you kill a guy, but you don't really have, like, you have a sympathy story behind of who he is, kind of thing. That's really interesting to me, nonetheless. Alright. Of course, I'm not gonna go and take some of these people down. I mean, it's gonna really depend on how things go, but obviously I don't want to be, like, killing every single person. But Mesmerize level 1, that's nice. I'm a little worried, though, because I never got a chance to, like, really see how that plays out, though. If that was a bad thing or a good thing, I don't know. And that's what I'm hoping that it isn't too, like, forcefully replayability up front. Because we're still kind of understanding the system somewhat. But I think this guy would have tried to kill me, though. Because it looks like he was kind of, like... When he died, he said that he was going to kill me if he had the chance to, anyways. But I didn't have the guts to kill him, or I didn't have the guts to let him die.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
I don't know who's speaking, but I'm thinking that's inner Jonathan that's, like, unconsciously vampiric by nature, and that that Jonathan has not gone over everything that's about his vampire powers yet. I think that's also interesting too, because it's like, yes, Jonathan is still human, but obviously eventually he's gonna have to fight to see if he wants to be vampire fully or human at the end of the day. Of course, I'm not gonna go and kill every single person per sight. I do want to play the full-on, like, good guy, quote-unquote good guy kind of person. It's just random, though, that they put a bad guy on us to go and either choose to clear their blood or...
It's locked.
Clear their blood or just, like, not at all, I guess. Alright. They're no longer blocking the way. How convenient, game. How flipping convenient. Man, that is some sounds. Alright, let's go from the back, I guess. I was thinking about going through the other way, but I want to do stuff. Can I loot his body, though? No? Okay. Well, I'm fearful a little bit. But at least we took out a bad guy, I guess, because he did seem like a bad guy. But who knows? Who really knows? But I feel sorry for his wife, though. Dr. Reed, hurry up. Oh, these are wounded people. Wow. Oh, the nurse is right there. Give me a quick second. Let me grab whatever I need. Last file. I want to loot off every single thing I can before we head inside, because I'm like that. There should be a point where he says, no, let's head back, because we got some other stuff to take care of still. I feel like eventually he has to do that. Nothing here. Yeah, I don't think I want to go further. I'm very confused by, like, like how far we can go and how far we can't go. It just concerns me that there's just open areas, which is fine, I understand that, but I'm just like, will I break something? I'm just like very concerned. What is this? Do not cough in public. Prevent disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza, spread by droplets, spray from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. That's quite a menace, but sure, that makes sense, considering how everybody's, like, very sick and tired. Who's this?
We are really big lion.
Who are you?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Yeah, how's life with London? What's the situation here?
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's the same everywhere, I feel like.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Oh, that's nice to know.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Okay. What about the management?
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Well, he's out of his office helping us, so...
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a...
Give me a second. I want to see what they have to say. Gwyneth is overqualified as a nurse according to Corcon Tippets. Let me see what his details is. Corcon is convinced that Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified as a nurse. So they're both sharing the same hints, basically. Okay.
She would be a damn fine practitioner.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt it. Sometimes I feel like if there's additional information, why not just look at it immediately instead of just forcing me to do whatever, but... Oh, this is what I just clicked on. Personal questions. None. Okay. Well, that's it.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Alright, we don't have enough hints about him, so we can't really do much about it. Alright, let's see if there's anything more here that I can loot off of before we go back in. Another nurse.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir.
That was fast.
I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan.
Oh.
Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique.
Oh.
Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
I wonder what his ulterior motive is, what the professor is trying to do. Because Swansea seems like he wants... Like, he's researching blood transfusion for a reason, so there must be a reason behind it. Alright, what is the situation here? Yeah.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
I'm wondering how we're gonna help the people of the plague, I wonder. I do want to cure the plague as much as possible, but...
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but... How do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Oh, yeah, that's true. A plague.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
True. That makes sense. Tell me about the staff.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals. Most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
Yeah.
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Darn it, come on. Anyone that stands out?
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Oof.
Why should his age be a problem?
Yeah,
I
ageism.
guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Interesting. So she kind of calls him an old man. Coracon is exhausting himself and refuses to stop working, which is not bad, I guess, but... Dude, Coracon is like... He's a mad lad, I would say. Like, I don't think I would want to take his blood anyways to begin with, but... It makes me question, like, why up the quality of who he is with the blood quality? Like, I get it, but why would you want that? That's the question. Why would you want to not have... Or why would you want the XP to be that high when I get rid of him? You're encouraging me to kill him. That's the weird part. I don't get why, though. That's the weird part, too. Like, is the intent to make me want to kill these guys much more so I can get more XP? Or is it because they want me to just explore these characters because they want us to know a lot more about, like, stuff? I don't know. I'm just so confused. Why you would want to put quality of blood, giving me more XP. as a way to tempt me to kill these people. Because if you kill them, you do get the XP. You just don't really get, like, anything else out of that. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, these people aren't bad people either. They're here to help. I don't get it. Alright, anyway, speak up.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
His best. In the subtitle it says his best. Alright, personal questions? Only one.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Oh.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
That wasn't the case. I don't think he's talking about gender. I think he's just saying that she's a way more, like, overqualified nurse. Actually, no, maybe it might be a lie by saying it. He might be saying overqualified, but in actuality, he's probably saying it because he's, like, wants to get her out of the space because he doesn't appreciate her being there, I guess, maybe.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
That is interesting, though. Okay, I guess that's what it is. Okay, I'm wondering if you can just outright...
I'm not one to make waves, Doctor.
I'm sorry, there's just so many content outside of the building already happening that I'm like, why do I want to go inside just yet, you know? Like, there was already people to talk to, there's some things to loot off of these places. I'm just like, I'm already distracted outside of here and not really thinking about it. I can't go through here, okay. I need to, like, jump over, but I can't. Is there anything over here that I need to see? No? Alright, let's get back to the nurse, I guess. Let's go and submit ourselves to the end of this day, I guess I would say. But it does seem like we're kind of closing in on the end of the episode, so...
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Let's ask a few questions and then I'll probably end the episode after this.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Oh, she actually has time. I thought she was not going to have time.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Okay. Who is Dr. Swansea?
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him.
Yeah.
I thought you would have known about your employer.
True. I've only just met him.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay, I guess.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
That's a strange quote. So administrators don't like to interact with the nurses, I guess?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Alright, cool. So, that will be where I will stop for now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode or in a video of mine. So, hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, and night, or whatever watching this. Next episode, let's go ahead and continue to our office and sleep for the night. Upgrade whatever we can. See what the results of Cox, I think's his name, whatever that guy's name was. See the results of what we did to that guy, because I don't know. I was only doing it because that's what the game said. There was like the embrace, and then there's the push him away. But I feel like when you push him away, you lose your opportunity to embrace the guy to get the XP, because he's probably not meant to go beyond that point of the story. He would be technically like wrecked in a sense. But I might be wrong. I might be super duper wrong, and I don't know, maybe the gang's gonna start messing up with the hospital, I guess, for that reason. We'll see what happens in the next episode anyways. Other than that, Roz out.